Hello violin players, welcome to Pro-Am Strings. I'm Henriette and this is lesson 16, Stretch. And in this lesson today we're going to continue the work that we started in lesson 12, which was called Soften. And you may recall that we were polishing the strings with our fingers, like this. And then we went on to polish the string with the second finger. And then we went on to polish the string with the third finger and then also the fourth finger. And today we're going to play a chromatic scale, but we're going to be mindful of how we exactly slide our fingers on the string. And we're also going to connect it with our breath. So I'd like you to have your violin ready and your bow ready. And we're going to start while you hold your violin and your bow maybe in your left hand. And we're just going to build up our stance again like we have done so often in this course. And that is always the basis of all that we do. So let's step forward with your left foot, a little step. And let's get that nice balance going. And I'm hoping again that you will play in your bare feet or in your socks today, so that you can really feel the contact with the whole of the sole of your feet onto the floor. So let's build up from there, shall we? Let's soften your knees. Let's wriggle your knees just to make sure that there is no tension in your knees or in your toes for that matter. Let's see if you can tilt your pelvis again and build up the spine, really root to rise. And let's see if you can make yourself a tiny bit taller today. Once you do that, place your right hand on your tummy and take a deep breath in through your nose. Really feel how your tummy will be expanding and pushing your hand forwards. And then breathe out through your nose. And we'll do that 3 times. We'll have 3 big breaths. And I'd like you to try and increase the length of your exhale every time you take a new breath. So breathe in through your nose. And a very long exhale now. And again, breathe in. And exhale. Great. Well done. So now let's put the violin mindfully on your shoulder. So you either come from above and you place it in the correct position, or you place it in the center and then slide it up on the side. There we go. And now let's check our finger line, our thumb, and a big space for a tennis ball here. And whilst we're going to play a chromatic scale, and I'll talk you through, don't worry if you've never played a chromatic scale before, I'll talk you through as we go along. But before we start to play, I'd like you to take just as big a breath in, and then we'll play on our exhale. So let's get ready. Take that big breath in, pretend you're pushing your hand forward, which is an imaginary hand on your tummy now. And now we'll play an open A down bow. And we're going super slow, as you may have noticed. Shall we just practice that again? Because it is quite tricky for some people to try and connect the breathing with the bowing. So we're always exhaling when we play a down bow, and we may start to inhale from this moment on. Inhale when we play an up bow. So we're starting down bow, so we're having an inhale for nothing at the start. Big one, and an open A again. Just hold it here for me. Now we're going to place our first finger right at the beginning of the string on the B flat, and we're going to try and inhale through the nose. inhale, and now shift your finger up to a B whilst you exhale through the mouth. Hold it here a moment. Place your second finger on the C natural, so close to your where your first finger is right now. Then inhale through the nose. Shift your finger now to the C sharp while you exhale. Inhale on the D. Exhale on the D sharp. And exhale while you play in E. Awesome. And whilst you practice this exercise, you're doing two things. First of all, we're connecting the bowing with the breath, and that is not easy to do. But you'll find that with practice, that will become more straightforward. It becomes second nature when you practice this a lot. So these lessons are designed for you to play them over and over again. And you can just play the video again and play along with me, you see. Then I'm hoping that after a while of having practiced the bowing in conjunction with the breath, you might one day come across a section in your pieces where you think, did I just connect my bowing with my breath? And that is where your improvement is going to come from. So whilst this may feel very, very unusual today, practice it lots and lots and you'll find that you will improve and that you will start to connect with your breath in your music as well. So let's do that again, shall we? And this time we're going to see if we can add something to it, namely that you slide your fingers on the string. So what you want to try and avoid is hopping your fingers across from one spot to the other, but you slide the notes on the strings. So always at least one of your fingertips is in connection with the string. I very much realise that this is a lot of information in a short space of time, but then you have been practicing this course for a little while, so I think we could make life a little bit more challenging now. So let's start by checking over our left hand position. So your finger line is level with the E string, your thumb's just peeking over the edge, and I've got a nice wide space for a pretend tennis ball to fit in here. So if this is you, see if you can push your wrist out like that. And of course now we're going to check our stance, because that is the starting point of all that we do. So check over your feet, check over your legs. Are your knees nice and soft? Tilt your pelvis, straighten through the spine. And then we're going to breathe in as we play a pretend up bow. And now an open A on your exhale. B flat is your inhale. Now slide your finger while you play an exhale on B. Place your second finger right next to it. Inhale as you play the up bow. And this time make your exhale super long. Inhale on D. D sharp on your exhale. And inhale on your E. That was very, very clever. As I said before, please don't despair if you find this incredibly challenging, because that's what it is. But you're progressing all the time. You're getting more mindful in your playing. and we're working through this course, making things a little bit more challenging. If you want to share your thoughts with us, please use the comment section down below this video. It's always interesting for other followers of this course to read what people have to say, so feel free to add your comments there. And then I very much look forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Make sure you don't miss it. Goodbye.